YouTube family. Sorry, it was taking a while for me to get connected to my Instagram. So hello everyone. If you are watching me on Facebook, thank you for joining in. If this is your first time joining me on Facebook or YouTube or Instagram, thank you for joining in. This is Life's Journey with Benedicta. And we are here late nights every Saturday to discuss, okay? We come here to talk about everything and anything, especially topics bordering on personal life experiences, on our journeys through life. What are the experiences that we have encountered in life, and how have we been able to deal with these challenges? How have we been able to surmount these problems to get us to where we are today? Always remember that we are a makeup. What makes us is all of the experiences that we have experienced in life. All of the things that we have been through in life is what makes us who we are today, is what has gotten us to where we are today. So here on Life's Journey, we come to talk about all of these experiences and how it has molded us to become who we are today. So if you are watching on YouTube, this is Life's Journey, and we have over 60, I can say over 60 different topics that we have talked about here on Life's Journey. Life's Journey has been going on for about 4 years, about 3 years plus. We're going to be 4 this August. Okay, so we have so many topical issues that you would want to catch up on our YouTube channel. So if you haven't been to our YouTube channel, if you've not subscribed to our YouTube channel, please subscribe. It is www.youtube.com/tastebudzng. Okay, so today's topic is very funny. It's funny, but it's real. This is something, I don't know if you have ever experienced it, but I have, and I know a lot of people have experienced it. And what made me to go back down memory lane was, when I got this message from a lady, asking me what I think. This guy really ticks all the boxes, okay? So today's topic is poor dental hygiene or bad dental hygiene, but he ticks all the boxes. Would you date? Would you be in that relationship? If you are considering being in a relationship with someone that ticks all the boxes, but he has this poor dental hygiene issue, would you date? Dating someone has to do with compatibility, how compatible you think you both are. So sometimes you might want to overlook certain issues. For some people, something like a poor dental hygiene might be considered as petty, as inconsequential. But for some people, it is a major deal. It is a deal breaker. For me, poor dental hygiene is a deal breaker any day, anytime. Okay? But for some people, it doesn't really matter. So this lady asked me this question, and it sent me back memory lane, because I remember when I was in the university, there was this guy that was in my department. Okay, no, he was in my faculty, not in my department. But when you're in a faculty, you have other people that borrow departmental courses. I was studying chemistry, analytical chemistry, by the way. Okay, so he was in biology. Okay, so biology, chemistry, physics, we are all in the science faculty, so we borrow courses. So this guy was in biology. Okay, nice guy, dresses well, good looking, well behaved, disciplined. He's not one of those guys you see talking to babes every 5 seconds. Today he's trying to talk to Tinuke, tomorrow he's trying to talk to Abiodun. Nice guy. You could tell that he was a serious student, serious science student, but was a guy man science student. He was a good guy. Back then, oh, from what we understood as good guy, you don't toast other babes, you face your studies, you dress well, you're polite to girls, we don't hear your stories all over campus. So every morning religiously, Benedicta, good morning, how are you doing? Religiously, he will walk from biology to chemistry, he will come say hello, oh, how is your day going? Did you attend lectures? All the usual, everything. But I noticed that he had this very offensive breath, as in you can perceive it from where you're standing. You can actually perceive it from where you're standing. So I felt sorry for the guy, Sha. Of course, it's not my place to tell him I wasn't dating him, but if I was going to consider dating him, that offensive breath automatically made it a no. So you can see how for me that was a big deal. I'm not going to date somebody that I'm not comfortable with their breath. So some people have bad breath not because they have poor dental hygiene. Some people just have bad breath, which could be managed maybe with constant flossing, gargling with salt water, just regular dental hospital trips, going to see the dentist every now and again to help them curb that problem. So if you are in a relationship, which was what I told this girl, are you already dating this guy or you're considering dating the guy? For me, there are so many things to consider. If you feel you view this topic in another way, you can always ask for me to bring you on, and I'll bring you on so you can share your experience. So, but if you feel dental hygiene is not such a problem, the guy ticks all the other boxes. Being open, like we discussed in our last week topic, being open in a relationship is key. When you are in a relationship with someone and there is communication, effective communication, where you can communicate freely, I think you should tell the person what you are not comfortable with. If you feel their breath is so offensive and you are uncomfortable about it, I believe you should be able to tell the guy that, look, I don't like the way your breath smells. I think we should see a dentist, or I think you should use this, or I think you should use that. Do you understand? It is something you should be able to discuss with him. By the way, if you're enjoying this program and you want to support my channel, you can buy me super stickers or super chats on YouTube. So if you go to YouTube, you're going to see Tastebudzng NG, and there's super stickers and there's super chats. You can buy me super stickers, super chats on YouTube. If you're on Facebook, you're on Instagram, you're on YouTube, please feel free to go to YouTube and buy those super stickers. Thank you for joining in. I didn't get your name before you joined in. What's your name?
You can call me Chichi.
Chichi. Thank you for joining in, Chichi. Yes. This topic is very funny, but it made me remember when I was in the university and this happened to me. Some of us might have experienced this, and some people might think you're overreacting. Like some of my friends back then, they told me, Benedicta, this guy is too nice. The guy is so nice. Why now? Because of this? I say, for me, it is a major deal breaker. It's a no-no. You understand?
It's a turn off. It's a turn off, my sister. It's a turn off. I don't care. I don't care how much you got. Let me tell you something, right?
Yeah.
There's a lot of guys who makes money, right? For some reason, when they were growing up, no one taught them about proper hygiene, oral hygiene, right?
Yeah.
So they think that they can use their money to buy girls. No matter what happens, she's gonna stay. Let me tell you, I dated a guy from Haiti many years ago. This guy had everything. This guy had a company, like this truck driving company. He has numerous companies. Like he had numerous trucks. But the problem is, this mother, his breath blows. It's like when it goes, phew. You know what I mean? And it just it just knocks me. And I kept, so one day, I've always been the type of person I'm very bold, and I'll tell you, like, you need to go and brush your teeth. You need to go. I'll let you know. I don't mean any harm. But if you get offended that I'm telling you these things, I have no idea what else is gonna become of you. But me, I'm going bye-bye. So I told him, I said, I kept thinking about ways to tell him about this. I mean, I don't really think that. A lot of the times it's when people have gingivitis.
Yeah.
Then the end product for him between the gingivitis will be halitosis, right? You develop halitosis when the breath is
halitosis.
So bad, right? So I was suspecting that he may have halitosis. And what happened was that this happens when you have like gangrenes in your mouth because of a buildup of plaque. You are not brushing your teeth properly. You start to develop all those gangrenes. You know, you have like abscess in your gum, whatever the case, but you're not going to the dentist as you should, or brushing properly. You may go to if you go to the dentist, they will normally tell you if you're brushing properly or not. So when you're not brushing properly, you build these things. So you build all this, the plaque and all those stuff, and then your breath will start humming. So I finally told them, I said, listen, perhaps we should go to the dentist together, right? So he said, why? And I said, I'm not. First I asked him, when was the last time you went to a dentist? He said, he became so defensive, right? I went like a week ago. I went like a month ago. Why? Like, why? So one day I just got so frustrated. I couldn't take it. I said, well, listen, your breath stinks. It smells so bad and I can't take it anymore. You ever like, you ever met a person that it's like it becomes a part of their smell? It's like their smell. It identifies them
consistently.
Like
it's not a one-off.
It gets on their clothes, and it's a point where it turns your stomach. Yeah. Right? If you become so nauseous that you want to throw up. So it's so bad. I'd rather date a poor man who takes care of, who has a nice breath, than to a rich man who has a badass breath. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I'm sorry.
Hello, Celestine. My goodness.
I can't deal with it.
You know,
I can't deal with it.
My friends thought I was overreacting, and I'm like, no, man. This is like every morning he comes and he says, hello. It's the same humming. I'm like, this is not a one-off, you know? And because I wasn't dating him, he was not my boyfriend. We were not dating, so I wasn't close enough for me to tell him that, look, you need to take care of your dental hygiene. It was not my place to tell him, but I kind of felt sad. Like there were so many guys and even girls out there that have ruined an opportunity of getting up close and personal with someone because of this, you know? And so if we're sisters, as a sister, as a mom, I tell my kids dental hygiene is important. It is important. You can never take it. You can never underestimate the importance.
They grow up with that.
Yes,
it's a learned behavior. They grow up with that. Yeah. Another thing is that people may brush their teeth, but they won't brush their tongue. And then their breath starts smelling like shitty mint, like the shitty mint, shit and mint together. You know what? And it's like, I don't understand. Like, how dare you? Like, how dare you come? Honestly speaking, I really think that
it's unfair.
I really think, I know that back home, right? You people use like twist stick or whatever they call it, due to the fact that some people may not they're not able to afford a toothpaste or whatever. But you know, I give it to them. Every time I go to Nigeria or I send something home to Nigeria, I always wait for the sale. I go to ShopRite. I wait for them when they have like sales. I've never sent anything home without anything. Any package that I send home, it has to contain a lot of toothpaste and toothbrush. They have the $1 ones. They have the dollar ones. Where are you located? Are you in the state? You're in the state too, right?
No, I'm in Lagos.
Oh, you're in Lagos.
Lagos,
So I'm pretty sure they
Nigeria.
have ShopRite.
Yes,
I'm pretty sure they have ShopRite in
there is
Lagos. Okay,
ShopRite,
so
yes, in
no,
Lagos.
normally they have the sales. They have the $family. They very cheap. I buy them like in bulk, and I send them because it's something that's important to me. So I feel this is a body odor. Like there's a lot of people that have a lot of men that have a lot of hair all over their bodies, and it smells. Now when you take a shower, that is the reason why when I went home I saw Irish Spring. Irish Spring is one of the best soap.
Irish Spring is good.
Irish Spring. Good. People, you know what you need to also start talking about? Not only oral hygiene, you should start talking about, like, I don't know the proper term to use without me sounding so harsh. For women, right? The proper way of taking care of your vaginal health.
Oh yeah. Oh yes.
Listen, every woman have a natural odor. Every woman. But the thing is that we need to know, a lot of women need to know that you cannot use harsh chemicals in the name of trying to put away a smell, in the name of killing the smell from your vagina. There's something that I always say here. A vagina is a self-cleaning oven. It has that good bacteria. Now, when you put foreign objects in there, it will kill off the good bacteria. And then you start getting yeast infection. You start getting getting yeast infection. The yeast infection is a lot of women will have like white thick cottage cheese. Sometimes it's coming out from coming out from their vaginas. And sometimes they may ignore it. Sometimes they don't know what to do. Sometimes when the smell is smelling,
you can use the word VJ so they don't flag the
VJ. So that you wouldn't be there too hard. Maybe since you're talking about oral hygiene, maybe I should leave it for another day. But I think that's another thing that is so huge.
It is huge.
That it is so huge.
And women shy away from talking about this.
Why are you shy? Why
I
do you
wonder.
know that a lot of do you know that many of failed marriges, because a lot of these guys won't say anything about it. They won't express it to their girlfriends. They won't express it to their wives, because they don't want to hurt their feelings, right? I mean, if you want, a lot of these women want somebody to go. They want to experience oral sex. They want to experience oral sex. You can't complain. My husband doesn't go down on me because of this, or I'm his wife. No, he doesn't have to go down on you because he's his wife if you're dirty down there.
Yeah, absolutely.
You know what I mean? If he was my brother that's married to you and you have a stink or whatever, I would beat you too. Because you full of shit. You cannot have somebody's son going down there and your shit stink. You don't know how to take care of it.
Use the S word instead of the shit. Yeah.
Okay. Sorry about that. So what I'm trying to say is that it's huge. Maybe perhaps we can leave it another day because that topic is so huge, and a lot of a lot of people are gonna come in to comment about it because a lot of them they shy away. They don't know what to do. They have all these problems.
It is such an important topic because it's an important aspect of our lives. You know, it is. So you're right. It's a topic for another day. We have to talk about it.
It is because it's so huge. Because a lot of them don't know what to do. They're using soap to clean. And then I know somebody that says when you wash your underwear in hot water or if you hang it in the sun, it will kill off all the germs. Are you kidding me? No, you would not kill off all the germs. The sun will not burn your underwear. You might as well burn the underwear in the process.
It's ignorance. You know, we need information. We need to be educated on how to properly
and STDs. And please talk about sex. I don't know if it's appropriate to talk about, talk about women and sexually transmitted diseases.
It is like an epidemic right now. What we have here in Lagos, in Nigeria. I mean, the HIV virus. That is really a topic for another day because it is like a pandemic right now. So it is something.
It's like when COVID came, it kind of threw HIV out the door. And now they have all these medications now that they're promoting these things now, saying it's no longer a death sentence HIV is no longer a death sentence because they have medications that
Yeah.
will
Allow them to live their full lives. Their retroviral drugs.
So
Undetectable, yeah.
undetectable. That's the word that
The
they use.
viral load, it's
The viral load
undetectable. Yeah.
would drop, and then you won't be able to transmit it to someone else. But I think that's bullshit.
That's not true. You can still transmit it even if your
still transmit
viral
it.
load
And
is.
If you have it, you have it. You
Yeah.
have HIV, you have HIV.
Yeah.
I don't care what it is. You can't sugarcoat it. There's no storytelling about it. I mean, they are making progress with studying about
studies
how to
and trials on the
the
retroviral
trials.
drugs.
They're really making great efforts. But at the end of the day, I really think that prevention is better than cure. Prevention is better than cure. And a lot of these married men, I remember one of my best friends, she went to school here in the States, and she went back home to work in one of the Abuja hospitals. And let me tell you something, she used to call me and be like, the type of people that come here to get HIV medications
are married
politicians.
people.
They look good.
Yeah,
they look good. And they're catching it from young girls, 13 years old girls, and stuff like that. And it makes me wonder in Owerri, what is happening in Owerri, where they have all these hotels. Poverty has made a lot of young women and subjected them to prostitution
at a very young age. Very
young age. It's all about money. It's all about survival of the fittest. Everybody want to make money. Everybody want to have the most expensive phones out there. The things that doesn't really matter. You know what I mean? So
things that don't matter. Things that don't matter. Irrelevant.
Really, yes. Yeah. So and it's really important that if any of you guys who are that people are using as a platform to express certain things or to voice out something, they'll use your platform to teach, to kind of educate people about what's really going on. Because you know what, it's all about education. You know what I mean? No one is telling you to go and get master's degree or anything like that.
Information outside the classroom.
Information is power.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Information is power. And when I log into this to what you are doing right now, I like to give my 2 cents because I like to share. Because in America, what do you call it? So media is so vast that it's easy for us to get information. The technology, it's like it's reachable. It's there for us 24 hours 7 days because of there's 24 hours power. We have lights all the time.
Yeah.
So information. So if we could get that way to just put some type of stuff to educate, especially young women, young girls.
Young girls.
You know what I mean? I was reading. I listened to one of the celebrities, a young celebrity. I don't know if I should mention her name, Regina Daniels. She was talking about what these young girls, about a young woman that came to her set, and it appears that a lot of these producers will use these young girls before they give them a part in the movie.
Oh yeah, I saw that. It's sad. I read that. It is sad. Very sad.
It's sad that you're a grown man and you have a way to help.
Sorry to cut you short. You know the funny thing about that comment, and I was shocked. Instead of people to applaud her and see what she's doing as a reform, a lot of people went against her like, oh, wasn't that how you started? Is that not how it is? Does the child have a better...
People need to understand that her mom was there. Her mom protected her. But what about when the young girls that want to be in the movie industry, in the Nollywood industry, and they don't have anyone to advocate for them. They don't have anyone to fight for them. So, but the thing is that it's very shameful that a grown man, that these young girls are old enough to be your daughters, and you take advantage of their situation in order to give them a small part, that at the end of the day, they're making a minimum amount of money, and whatever they are making is not even able to sustain them.
Yeah.
It's just a sad situation, my sister. So I commend you for what you guys are doing. So let's get back to the topic. Yeah. So if I just wanted to throw I've always wanted to reach out to you for topics to talk about, so people can actually, and then I feel like the more the hot topics that you put out there, the more you're gonna get more audience. Yeah. But people are gonna there are people
Yeah.
Write it in an inbox. They might even inbox you and say, how do I do this and how do I...
A lot of inbox. That's the problem I have. A lot of people, because after my whole divorce saga, children custody battle, it was crazy. I have loads of
Sorry to hear that.
women. Thank you. Loads of women. They just come to the inbox to talk about their problems, but they are afraid of coming out to share it with the public. This is Nigeria, this is Africa. We're still very conservative. We're still very conservative.
Yeah.
So there are a lot of people talking about these things. What I'm even discussing today, it's a problem that someone shared with me in the inbox, because this guy is almost like financing everything about her family and all that. And I'm like, it's not all about the money. If you really can't be intimate with this guy because his breath is so offensive, why are you leading him on? That's it. Our priorities have been twisted. We no longer know what our priorities are. He's picking your bills and your families.
That is the worst. That's the worst thing anybody can do.
But the breath is so bad. The breath is so bad. She cannot completely be intimate with him. So it is a major problem. And women, especially young girls, we have to teach them. We have to make them have a mindset shift, so they begin to understand what the real priorities should be.
Look at Dr. Freeze. Oh my God, look at him. This is my first time seeing him. That's not nice.
Thanks for joining in, Daddy Freeze. So thank you so much, Chichi. Thank you so much for your contributions and the topics you mentioned. We're definitely going to talk about them because they are worth talking about. Thank you so much, Chichi.
Oh, wow.
Hello, my brother.
Hello, how you doing?
Thank you for joining in. What's your name?
Yeah, my name is Pharaoh.
Pharaoh, thank you for joining in, Pharaoh. And you know what the topic for today is, right? So what's your take on it?
Honestly, bad breath is something that I cannot stand because I have a very, very sensitive nose, So I have a couple of walkers, and honestly, it got to a point where I had to go buy, deodorant, buy, mouthwash for everybody. And I tell them, if I perceive anything bad, like you're going home, I'm firing you. Like, seriously. They thought I was joking, but honestly, I fired someone because of bad breath, because I tried all I could, but this guy wasn't working. I'm here to say that maybe 70% of the people with bad breath is from poor maintenance of their hygiene.
Poor dental hygiene.
So a lot of people don't know how to brush their teeth properly. A lot of people don't know how to use deodorants properly and all of that.
So since you went ahead, I'm sorry, since you went ahead to buy these things, perhaps you can also educate them on how to use them. How to use, yes, and how to use this. Yeah.
Trust me, I did.
I'm so sorry. You gotta go through all that.
The person I actually fired.
Daddy Freeze, can you hear this? Do you think he's mean? Was he mean for firing that guy?
No.
A bit mean.
A bit mean.
Wait, listen. In my defense, the guy came to challenge me and he said, nobody ever told me about.
That's usually the response.
Oh my God.
Yeah.
You know what? A lot of people will not tell you have bad breath. It takes a real one to actually tell you that your mouth is actually stinking and you have to do something about it. It takes a real one to do that. Sure.
You know what? This is why I like Americans, right? They'll just come and tell you, man, your breath smell like doo-doo. This is not weird. They'll just come out straight up and tell you. They're not gonna be around the bush like your breath is like singing. Your breath is hot. Your breath smells like doo-doo.
It's hot in here.
I'm telling you. But you are trying though. You tried.
No, you did a good like you tried before you fired him. You gave him an opportunity to improve his dental hygiene. You did. So I think.
I couldn't. I'm a tattoo artist, so I have clients coming. I preach safe tattoos. Like people are they're already worried about their health if they're going to get a healthy tattoo without infections and all of that. And I preach this, and then they come to my space and they are welcome. He doesn't even speak well.
Yeah, because sorry, I'm in the hospitality industry and I understand what you're talking about. Like my waiters, the people that work with me closely, they have to be clean. Their personal hygiene, it's almost everything. If you don't have a good personal hygiene, you can't even work in my company because we are a hospitality firm. You can imagine a waiter going to serve a plate of food, coming so close to the person, and then they get that offensive breath smell of armpit smell. I mean, it's so offensive, and that is a no-no. No, it's not acceptable. Daddy Freeze, you thought he was very mean, right?
Yes, let me just say what I need to say so I can leave, so people can come in and contribute. If you love someone and they develop bad breath after you started dating them, you have to help them.
Yeah,
but
absolutely.
Why am I after? Because most people will be turned off by bad breath. So they never get to
dating.
Unless they are not wrong. I wouldn't leave a good woman because she developed bad breath. But I might not be interested in a woman if she has bad breath.
Yes, from the beginning.
From the get-go.
Yeah.
So my advice always is, sometimes it could be your habits. Are you enough water? Are you brushing your teeth well? Smokers usually have bad breath. Coffee drinkers usually have bad breath. Alcohol abusers,
usually have bad breath.
People that like Igbo, they usually have bad breath.
And I think smokers, because they always have plaque. Yeah.
Work on yourself. It helps. That's all I have to say.
Thank you, Daddy Freeze, for that.
I don't want to take too much so I don't make more enemies than I already have.
Then you already have for one night. No. So thank you so much, Daddy Freeze, for that input. I pray they listen, because some people actually believe that they have all what it takes to have a woman or any woman of their choosing. They have the money, they have the connect. Like the lady in question that made me do this topic. The guy is actually picking her bills. She's picking her family. He's picking her family bills. He practically takes care of her every need. So she's finding it difficult to leave the relationship. So I'm telling her, you don't have to leave. Leaving is not the first option. The first option is open communication. Tell the person that, look, your breath isn't good. Let's visit a dentist. I need you to improve your personal hygiene. You know, if he really loves you, I believe he will understand that it is coming from a place of love. And he should be willing to change. And if you actually see that he is making efforts, he's now, he has increased the number of times he brushes in a day. He has started gargling. He has started flossing. If you see all this effort and you truly love him, of course, you'll stay and help him. But some people are so downright cocky. Like, man, you dare tell me that? They get offended. They get defensive. That is the one I cannot deal with. Getting defensive and getting offended because I am openly telling you from a place of love what I don't like about you. And it's not a death sentence. It can be changed. It can be worked on. But some people don't want to work on it. So, I mean...
I don't understand why people stay in relationships with people that they cannot even talk to. I tell all my guys, like, if you know something about your girl that you don't like, what makes you a secured man is that you can actually talk to her.
Yeah.
You know, some people are scared to talk to their partners because that's where the insecurity comes from. Because I mean, you don't even know where you stand in the relationship in the first place. That's the way I look at it. I mean, if you cannot talk to your partner about bad breath, what are the other things what about the other things that you can actually talk to your partner about? And you're just doing this because guy is taking care of your family and taking care of you. Like this with finances and relationships is so crazy, man. Some people are just enduring a lot of BS.
Yeah.
Because, you know, money and all of
money.
that. Is to be. It's not a good place to be.
And that is why some guys actually think that they don't need to have a good good dental hygiene to get any woman. As long as they have money, they can get any woman they have. So I think women should actually start speaking up and telling the men that, look, I can't stand the way your breath smells. I need you to do something about it. And if you're telling the person nicely from a place of love, he might listen, you know. Hello. Thank you for joining in. I can't really see your face. What's your name?
Sport reality. I was on your live the last time we were talking about relationship.
Oh, a romantic man.
Anyway, guys, take care. I'm enjoying the show. Bye, baby.
Thank you, Daddy Freeze, for joining in.
Daddy Freeze.
Yeah, so what's your take on this topic?
Yeah, to be honest with you, for me, bad breath is a no-no. It's a no-no because I don't know, but I'm very sensitive to smell. I can perceive it from...
Same here.
That little...
It's my gift and my curse.
Oh, I don't know if I can even have headache smelling it. It's that bad. So, yeah. It's not because of the people, but there are people that Tastebudz, they are not ready to learn. They are not ready to take advice. Just like what the guy said. In my former office, there was a guy that has this very bad smell. And I was like, because we're close, you know. So somehow I thought I can talk to him. So I called him aside, not even in front of anybody. And I was like, see, have you noticed this? He was like, no, it's just his normal smell. Yes.
How is that? That's not normal.
Exactly. So do you know what I did?
There's nothing normal about bad breath.
Now, you didn't know that I've been suffering because of the smell. Because I like conversation, right? So if I'm having conversation with other colleagues, you know, when I say conversation, educating conversation, and it just comes, you know, I want to, like, no matter what they are talking about, I want to move away so that I don't make anybody feel anything. Now,
like you're supposed to talk. They come. They have to.
Please don't remind me what I went through. So do you know what I did? Immediately it took a while. When I say a while, it took like 1 year or more before I was able to tell him that, right? So immediately he gave me that advice. I just told myself that enough is enough with me and this guy, because I can't keep killing myself because I want to have good relationship with a colleague, or I don't want him to feel anything. No. He cannot come where I'm having conversation with people.
Oh my God.
See, normally, let's be honest, like there are times, okay, like people that go through fasting and all that.
Yeah.
Once in a while, I know I've gone through that, you know. So if you're fasting, or the normal person that doesn't have this bad breath or anything, sometimes you just take your hand close to your mouth and, you know, you'll be perceiving.
That's what I say. You should be able to know when your breath is not right. Is it that they don't know? Or they just don't care?
So if you're not able to notice it, and I was able to, like, you know, respectfully come to tell you, and you still tell me that that's your normal smell, then you don't want to have conversation with me.
Absolutely.
Wait, hold on. The person with the bad breath told you that is his normal smell.
It don't was even armpit. It was his armpit. Because it comes with the same bad smell every day to the office. So I now told him that, don't you think, or have you not observed that, something like this is, because the mouth and the nose are closed, So if your armpit is going like that, people come close to you, they will be perceiving it and all that. And he said that is his normal smell. And it almost made me look stupid. Like, making me feel like if in case I'm perceiving anything, I should be looking at myself, not him. So one of my colleagues told me that you're just wasting your time because one or two people have told him and he refused to. And until I left that office, that was how that guy was until I left. He refused to make the change. For me, it's a no-no. Because some people are outrightly refusing help. They don't want to get the help and they don't want people to
because sometimes bad breath is as a result of medical issues. So when it's as a result of medical conditions, then you should try and see a dentist.
Exactly. And in Nigeria, we try to hide so many things, right?
So
many. And then when you try talking about it, they now make it sound they will now become emotional.
Yes. They guilt trip you. They guilt trip you and make you feel like the bad person,
Yeah.
Why are you saying this? Yeah.
Exactly.
It's emotional blackmail. I mean, I don't fall for it.
Yeah.
What I don't like.
I advise the men especially, and especially the ones with money. Sometimes we feel like we have this money, so we don't have to do certain things that we're supposed to do. I mean, the money, you said it before, like the money is going to cover for us.
Yes.
I've seen people that can go to the club and burn like 2 million naira a night, but they have only one bed sheet on their bed, They have only one towel from 2 years ago. They have their boxers. If you put it in River Niger, man, it's gonna be a disaster.
Story another day. Guys that don't wash their boxers.
Please, especially guys, please, when you have the money, invest in yourself. It's self-love, it's self-care.
Yes.
Like your from your mouth to your hair to your everything. Take good care of the money you have. That's a very, very important thing. I've seen it with rich friends.
And there's another thing I noticed, right? These people that have bad breath, right? If you stand close to them, because I don't know if when they are sleeping, they spit or something and it gets to their clothes, their shirts or something. No, it's my own opinion and my observation, right?
Yeah.
Because it gets to even their shirt. As they are talking, the way their mouth smells, right? You can even perceive
from their whole aura, they are being.
I mean, if I'm wrong, I stand to be corrected. But it's something that I've observed.
Yeah, in some people, in some cases, it's like that. I've also noticed that with some people, So, like we said, sometimes it's a medical condition. Sometimes it's a bad behavior that has stayed with them all through their lives, and they believe it is normal. And you trying to correct them is you insulting them or disrespecting them. So it's a problem, it's a problem. We owe it to ourselves to, like you said, show self-care. Take care of ourselves. If you don't love yourself, who else are you going to love? Hello, my brother. Thanks for joining in.
Hi.
What's your name?
My name is Victor.
Thank you, Victor, for joining in. What's your take on this topic?
Makes it two Victors,
Yeah.
My real name.
When I heard, I was on Daddy's first live when he said Tastebudz was, immediately I heard the topic, I just wanted to come and hear what's up. I think this thing it's a global something, or it's nice as a global warming, or I don't know what to say, because I think lots of people are seeing this thing as a normal thing, and it's really so unhealthy, and it's I think I don't know how to put it, but there's something people need to do about this. I don't know if there need to be some awareness.
Awareness, definitely awareness.
You know, because, okay, there's someone I know, very close. This person is very young. He's just like 20 years old girl and stuff like that. And she has this deadly body odor. Like, I'm not kidding. Like, deadly. Like,
Understand that?
like,
When you use the word deadly, it's like someone is gonna die. You know.
Like if you open their mouth, everybody will just.
it's actually body odor. You know, it's not even mouth odor. It's one body odor. Just like you said, the other guy, the guy you were talking about. This one is when she's around, the whole area, the whole place, like this is in the room or in the parlor or something. The whole place is just smelling just
Good
like
morning, Melissa on YouTube.
a massive problem, you know. So, I do you know the thing? I don't know how to tell people. I really don't know how to say you have this. Because I don't want to offend anybody. I wish I can talk most of the time. I wish I could just say something, but
Thank you for buying me super stickers. Thank you, Marita Akande. Thank you on YouTube. So for those of you that want to support the channel, you can buy super chats and super stickers on YouTube. It's Tastebudz NG on YouTube. Yeah. So back to what you were saying.
Yeah, I was saying, like, I really want to, like, tell her and say, you have this odor, like there's something wrong with you. I don't know how to say it.
Without offending her.
Yeah, like to the extent I had to tell my mom. I told my mom, like, can you tell this girl? Can you tell her that she has this odor?
Send an anonymous message to her. Doesn't need to have your name.
I don't think she'll take it seriously. Like she's not gonna believe
It
it's.
depends on the. You can tell her that, okay, I'm a person that knows you and I actually around you. I don't want you to get offended. That is why I'm doing this with a number that you know. Please, you have to do something about your smell, about your breath. Have you tried A, B, and C? In fact, you can send her YouTube links. You know, there are things sent to her for her to go and watch and educate herself on herself.
You know, a lady for that matter. To the extent, I got a perfume and I got 2 body spray. I got
Wow.
1 perfume for her. Do you know she does not use it? You know, I don't
know how people do that. Your house without no deodorant, no perfumes. On a good day, I have at least 6 perfumes in my collection. Like, what's going on with these people?
she use it. Like, I told my mom, and my mom just maybe she was still like kind of skeptical about it. Just say, use your perfume. They try to use your perfume. You know, that kind of thing.
So, sorry, there's this very important comment that came in. Is it Gabloza? He said 8 out of 10 Nigerian men only own 1 boxer at a point in time. Health Report 2022. Oh my God. That is story for another day.
I did the serious topic when we talk about it because honestly,
this boxer thing is a serious issue.
People, funny enough, there are people that they have the money, they go off, they show off. I mean, I will understand if you don't have the money. These people have the money, and I go to their houses. Some even live in mansions, and you go there, and my guy is like his bedroom. It has 1 bed sheet that is torn, and like. Do we hate ourselves that much? Like, I don't understand. What's the problem?
I think men just forget about it. Like, you think about all the things, how to make millions and stuff. But that's the least. But I think it's boils down to who you date.
You need to.
But sorry, I think another thing, maybe it's because our Nigerian women, we are raised, or a lot of us are trained to put up with everything and anything from a man, all in the name of having a man. So if you have a man, you're willing to put up with all sorts because he is your man, or is that your husband or your boyfriend? You have a man. So people are looking for husbands, then they find husband. You get, thank God. I think it's a mindset thing. If women started rejecting men, started telling men exactly what they want and do not want from them, I think men are also going to sit up when it comes to personal hygiene, because women are doing so much already to be accepted by the opposite sex. So I believe if women start making demands, not financial demands, but making demands of what they want from their man, what they expect from their man, I think the men are also going to sit up, because a lot of them just believe that all you need to do as a man is have money. That's all. Whether you have one boxers, your bread stinks, just have money.
Yeah, I keep saying, like, a lot of, as a man growing up in Nigeria from 15 years old, you already understand that if you don't have money, you are useless. You understand? Like, you have gone with your romantic. When they say Nigerian men are not romantic and all of that, like, you have gone with your romantic self, you have done all of this, and they push it in your face and say that you need to have the money, you broke guy, or something like that. It gets us to that point where we just feel like, all we need to do is to have
just get money.
And a lot of those ladies, they are not actually looking at the betterment of that man. They are just looking for how they will okay themselves.
Then you get money, you come with the smelling boxers and the smelly breath. No. No way.
A lot of people are like that. Once they are getting the money that they are getting, or whatever they are getting, they don't care about what's happening. I mean, remove money aside, a lot of relationships are broken in Nigeria. I'm telling you, take money aside. So that's it. A lot of people. But the right thing that we're supposed to do when you're in a relationship with a person, when you are in whatever you're doing with a person, it could be friendship, it could be anything. The most important thing is that try to tell your friends, that is what I always do. I personally tell people the truth, and I put it in a way that it will be nice, but I'll make sure I'm telling you the truth, and I'm telling you things that would actually better, benefit your life and get you to a better point. Because I want to see all the people I'm in a relationship with, I want to see them do better. Yeah. So if you're in that spot where you can't tell your partner what they need to do, then I don't think you're in the right relationship.
In my opinion, we don't have to wait until we're in a relationship before we enjoy cleanliness.
Yeah, that's why I said friendship. I friends too.
No, one thing, because you have to enjoy it first
before you share it.
Exactly. Yeah. Because if you don't enjoy it as a person, if you don't do it for yourself, do it for yourself first, so that you don't get to inconvenience the person that you want to go into a relationship with, or you don't get to give the person that major job to start doing. Yeah. I mean, the relationship have not started, and they've already started giving you bath and all that. I mean, let's look at it that way. So let's try to make the stress a little bit easier for people that are coming our way. It doesn't.
Thank you all for joining in. I'm just looking at the time. I think our time is up for today. This was a lovely topic. I believe we've learned so much. Ladies out there, I believe you should ask for a boyfriend or a husband or a partner that has healthy dental hygiene. If he doesn't, you should encourage him, talk to him in a loving manner. Let him know that you're talking to him from a place of love. You're not criticizing him, you're not trying to put him down, but you are communicating openly, trying to let him know what you like as a woman. And because you also want him to do better, to be better, The essence of being in a relationship is for us to empower each other. And empowerment is not just financial, it's the total well-being of the person. So let us learn to give advice and also to receive it, especially where our health is concerned. So thank you so much for joining in. I hope to see you guys next week, late night next week, Saturday. So remember to subscribe to our YouTube channel. It is Tastebudz on YouTube. We have over 60 topics that we have treated on different topics on Life's Journey with Benedicta. We're here to help one another get through our life's journey. We're here to learn lessons that will help us live better, more fulfilling life. So if you have an oral health issues like halitosis and all the other oral health challenges there is, please see a dentist. See a dentist. And if you have a loved one that has bad breath issues, please talk to them nicely. Let them know you are correcting them or you're talking to them about it from a place of love. It is very important for them to know that you're talking to them from a place of love. Okay? That way they might be willing to do something about it. And if you are a mom, please raise your sons and your daughters to have a good dental hygiene practice. They say charity begins at home. Let them start from the home. Let them start from when they're young to learn that they have to brush regularly, they have to floss regularly, they have to visit the dentist. They have to love visiting the dentist. It is for their own good. Because if they grow up from your home not knowing the importance of a good dental hygiene, it is going to grow with them and it's going to scar them. It is going to hurt their relationships at work. It is going to hurt their personal relationships. And you don't want that for your child. As a parent, you want your children to thrive. You want them to experience love, to love and be loved. And having a good dental hygiene is one of the things that would guarantee that relationship, the success of that relationship. So I'm a mom. I have 5 children. I can tell you how much time I have invested into ensuring that my children know the importance of good dental hygiene. If you're dating a man and you're uncomfortable with the way his breath smells, you're dating a woman, you're uncomfortable about the way her breath smells, please have a sit down with them. Try to understand what the health challenge is, because if you do not know the root cause of the problem, you're not going to know how to solve it. Some people have bad breath as a result of bad dental hygiene, while some people have bad breath as a result of an oral health problem. Know what the problem is and help them solve it. So thank you all for joining in and see you same time next week, Saturday. Bye-bye.